Welcome back to my channel. I don't know about you, but for me, I am a big sucker for Facebook and Instagram mascara ads. And I really don't know why I'm a sucker for that, but when they come up in my feed and I see these long, lush lashes, I have succumbed to the ads a few times. So I'm gonna tell you the ones that failed and which mascaras in the regular drugstore I have found to be much better and even much more affordable. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first I'm going to talk about the online ads. Now I've gotten these two tubes of mascara pretty recently from an online ad, and I don't even know the name of this one, but it's in a silver tube. And then this one, you probably, if you look through those ads or if they come up into your feed, you've probably seen this one. I think this is Thrive, and it promises like huge lash extension looking lashes. And first of all, my review of them is I probably wouldn't buy them again because it took too long for them to get to my house. And second of all, they really didn't do the trick. They were very clumpy. They didn't give me the effect of lashes. And I think this was the worst. And this was very clumpy mascara. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate this one to you now so you can see. Let's do it on this eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it like I do a regular mascara. And number one, I didn't get the full effect, and I'm not sure if this comes across on camera. I'm gonna try to get as close up as I possibly can, but it's very clumpy. And I really don't like to use mascara where I have to get my comb and comb out my lashes afterwards. I like to have a mascara that does it all for me, that does not clump right up when I use it. And this one is very clumpy, and the more that I do, the clumpier it gets. And I cannot separate my lashes with the wand because then it just keeps getting worse and worse. And this is what my idea of what clumpiness looks like. If you can see that, I'm not sure if you can, but it is getting very clumpy on me. So this is one that I probably wouldn't buy again. And it doesn't give me the very long length lashes that they advertise for. So again, I was a little bit disappointed with this one. It cost somewhere in the range of like $30, so I won't be getting that again. Same thing with the silver one. I don't even know the name of this. It's a step mascara, which means that the first step you're supposed to put on they're like fibers, and then you go in with a second coat, but I didn't really understand how that worked. I think the fibers, it was very thick and very clumpy. And the fibers didn't really work very well. I think this is the fiber part. I don't know. They both look very liquidy to me. I didn't really understand the system at all, so I kind of gave up on it. And it was clumpy anyway, the little bit that I tried. So those two I stay away from. In fact, I stay away from online ads, period. And I suggest that anybody who asks me my opinion, that's what I tell them to do. Now, I'm going to tell you the mascaras that really do work that I really love. There's two that I have. One is from my website. This is the Unique Epic Mascara, and here's what I like about it. And I'm going to tell you about a drugstore mascara also. I like the Epic Mascara because it's got two different tubes. The bigger tube, and then it's got a small thin tube for under the bottom lashes if I need to get in a specific area. I like that, and then I also like the bigger tube, and it gives me that full lash look. Okay, so on my second eye, I'm not going to do this one because I've done videos on mascara, and so you can just go to my other videos and watch this. But the drugstore mascara alternative that I really liked, and you can get this in a pinch if you don't want to get the lash serums and stuff, or if you don't want to go towards my website. This is the Extensionist. I really love this mascara. I was skeptical about it. It's by L'Oreal. You can get it at CVS, you can get it Ulta, you can get it anywhere. And I really like this because I found it to not be very clumpy, and I found this to even be better than the other L'Oreal mascaras. I've used the Panorama in the past, but this Extensionist is very nice, and it's a really good price point. I think it's like $15. I think it's like $15 for the tube. And if you get it at CVS, I always get it on sale. I always have a coupon or something. And I like this because if you're very careful, you can put it on without needing to brush it through with a lash brush. One of the things that I liked about the Epic that I just showed you, the two brush one, is you absolutely do not need to brush your lashes through with a comb. That one goes on super, super nice, not clumpy in the least bit. This is a little tiny bit clumpier, but I would expect that because of the price point. It's a lot cheaper than this one. This one is about $25. This one is about $15. So I would expect it to be a tiny bit clumpier, but it is way, way better than the online mascaras. I wouldn't even go near those anymore because number one, I have to wait too long and I don't have that kind of time. And also because they're just not worth it. And I don't really understand the lash system with the fibers and all that. It's just very too complicated for me. So as I'm putting this on, I'm showing you how I'm putting it on. And you see how with my brush, I'm able to sort of comb through my lashes. Like I said, if it's a little bit too much to do it with this brush, then you can also get a comb, but definitely a lot better to work with than the online ones. So I don't know if you guys have that problem. Like I said before, I'm a sucker, but I'm not going to be a sucker anymore because now that I found a few from the drugstore and the Epic mascara, which is head and shoulders above the online, that's what the extensionist looks like. So it's very nice and that's just with one coat, and I haven't even put it on the bottom yet. So that I highly recommend. So if I could, I would return the other ones. I will keep the extensionist. This is going to be my go-to in a pinch. If I need to run to the drugstore, I'll always get the Epic mascara because of the 2-brush system. I like this a lot because it gives me that smaller brush and I can do underneath my bottom lashes without having too many accidents, which I hate. And also this requires 0 brushing at all. This is very nice and it really combs through your lashes as it puts on your mascara. So there it is. That's my review of all of my mascaras that I have collected, all the online ones that I've tried that I don't really like. So stick to the tried and true drugstore mascaras. The ones I gave you are really good, and the one on my website is really good too. So I hope that helped you guys. I hope you like and subscribe, and also give some comments. If some other mascara works for you, I'd love to hear about it in the reviews, and I will see you on the next video.